Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, thanks so much for stopping by today. What I have for you is the first day of my ColourPop Marathon, and we'll be starting with the So Very Lovely palette. So if that sounds interesting to you, why don't we go ahead and get started? Alrighty, so I have already swatched out this gorgeous palette, and so let me show you those beautiful swatches. This one right here is a duochrome, so hopefully you can pick that up. And then the next one down is a really pretty kind of lavender purple. And then this one is kind of a peach. You can barely see it. This one is more of a champagne shade right here. Then you've got a beautiful gold, soft gold shade, a beautiful matte lavender, and then we've got more of a dark kind of peachy coral right here, a beautiful mauve right here, and this is like a reddish, reddish brown, mostly red kind of color. This is kind of a copper color right here. Then we have another pretty purple right here, a little bit deeper, nice and shimmery. And then this is a like deepened plum shade right here. That one got a little messy, so apologize for that. Tried to do the best I could to get the swatches so that you guys could see them all. And I could still do the little side to side so you could see the shifts and the reflect and all of that on there. So this is what the palette looks like. So now you can compare the palette to the swatches. So there you go. This is what the palette looks like. On top of having that, I also have the three of the, what do they call them? Cream gel pencil eyeliners. And I have all three of the Super Shock blushes that they came out with. Start with swatching the Super Shocks because I want to know which one I want to use on my face because I feel a little naked without having blush on my face. Everything else is done, but not blush. So this first one is the deepest shade. It is called Voile, V-O-I-L-E, Voile. I love the packaging. It's like the, it's off-white or ivory. Ivory, I guess, would be the color. So there you go. That's what that shade looks like. And we'll go ahead and swatch that on the back of my hand. Ooh, so creamy. There you go. So it's a kind of shimmery, kind of a little bronzed. Oh wow, that's beautiful. That, I'm not sure if that will suit me on my cheeks, but that would be gorgeous on a, you know, tanned, a deeper skin tone. Okay, this next one is called Georgette. Take the lid off so you guys can see the color a little better. This is like a kind of a corally red color. Okay, and this one is a matte. So there you go. There's Georgette right there. Okay, and then last but not least, we have Chiffon. This is a very romantic collection. It reminds me of like a wedding collection. I'm not sure if that's what they intended it to be, but just the names and everything. Okay, and oh, sorry, I forgot to show you with the lid on. There's Chiffon with the lid off. There you go, there's Chiffon. It's like a, it looks like it's a duochrome. It has like peach, yep, peach and pink. Let's see, I'm not sure if you'll be able to, whoa, whoops. Not sure if you'll be able to pick that up on the monitor or not, but maybe once I swatch it you'll be able to see it better. But it definitely is more of a duochrome blush, which is interesting. I'm not sure that I've ever used a duochrome blush before. So there you go. Let's see if you can see the shift. Let me put some more on there. And it's very shimmery. So like this could even be a blush topper if you don't want to go too shimmery. Oh yeah, it's definitely peach to pink. So there we go. I think that maybe you can see that now. I have eyeshadow all over the shirt now. Whoops. That's okay, it'll wash out. So there you go. There's our 3 Super Shock cheeks. So let me tighten those back up. I'm not sure which one I want to use. I think I want to use Georgette. I think that's probably gonna work with just about any eye look that I do. So yeah, I think I'll use Georgette. So let's go ahead and pop some Georgette on my cheeks, shall we? I usually just use a blush brush to do this, so that's what I'm gonna do. I use brushes on my Super Shock shadows, cheeks, highlighters, all of that. So, and it usually works out pretty well for me, so we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, definitely getting pigmentation off of the brush, so it's working out quite well. And I'm using an AOA Studio F14 brush. I love slanted brushes for blush. Let me get back in there and get a little bit more pigment. There you go. So that's what that looks like. That's really pretty. Now I feel a little bit more like myself now that I have some blush on. I was feeling a little washed out there. I like to put a little bit on my nose too, just because when you get some sun, and I put a little on my forehead sometimes too, because when you get some sun, that's, you know, normally where you get it. And when you blush a lot of times, you know, that's also. And then I'm just going to kind of use my powder blush brush just to kind of blend this in right here where it stops, just to make sure there's no harsh lines. And there we go. I think that looks good. So next up we have the cream gel liners. I figured let's go ahead and get all the swatches out of the way before we start playing. So I will swatch all of these for you. The first one is Lattice. It is a nice, beautiful neutral, but it's shimmery. I'll do it on this hand over here since I have the blushes still on this hand. Okay, this is interesting because I am not left-handed, and I'm doing it on the back of my hand, which is kind of rigid for an eyeliner pencil, especially one as creamy as this one is, but it worked. There you go, it worked. So it's just like a really pretty nude champagne kind of shimmer. Let's see, next up is Crochet. And Crochet is like a kind of lavender pinky color, and it also, I can't talk. Excuse me. And it is also a shimmer. So let me put this on down here, because like I said, I am not left-handed. I look like I'm drawing like a, or I feel like I'm drawing like a kindergartner, you know, like for the first time. So here is Chiffon, that pretty purplish pink shade right there. There we go. I think y'all can see it better this way. Okay, and then last but not least, we have Macrame. And this one is like a bronze, and it's shimmery as well. Some of these lids don't want to come off. My goodness. So there you go. It's like a bronze. It looks like it might need to be sharpened already. I did swatch these when I got them already, so that's why they looked a little rough. But yeah, it needs to be sharpened. But I think you can see it well enough though. It's more like a copper actually. Hopefully y'all can see those. So there you go. There are the cream gel liners. So, okay, let me pause for just a second and clean myself up so that I don't get any more makeup all over my clothing, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, I'm back. I got all of the swatches all cleaned off of my hands and my arms and everything, so now we can go ahead and play with this so lovely palette, as it's called. So, I have already primed my eyes with my Ulta matte eye primer, which I don't have in front of me, but I've shown it to y'all a million times. So I think what I'll start with is Craftworks right here, which is just a really light peach shade. May not even really show up much on my eyes, but we'll see. For that, I'm going to use a Morphe E22 brush right here. Okay, and these are really powdery. I figured that out real quick when I was swatching them, so I will definitely be tapping off my brush. So I'm just putting this in the crease very sloppily. I'm not being precise or anything. So next I'm going to dip into, let's see, do I want to do more of a mauve? Yeah, I think I'm going to dip into Rose Avenue right here. So it's more of a mauve color. I'm going to use the same brush. Again, see all that powder kick up? Make sure to dust off your brush. And now I'm just going over that first shade we laid down that you probably couldn't even see on camera. But you can definitely see this one now. Very pretty. Do I want to bring it down to the outer corner? Yeah, I do. I think just a little bit. Just to start building that outer corner. Alright, since I want to make this more of a purple look, even with my bright peachy coral cheeks, I'm not quite sure how that's going to look. We'll find out. I'm going to dip into this shade right here called Topanga Boulevard, and it's like that deepened plum shade. For that I'm going to use a much smaller brush. Here we go, and it's a tapered brush, so I'll have more control. So this is a Sigma Small Diffuse Blending E45 right here. So I'm just going to dip into that very gently and tap it off a lot and just start building up my outer corner. And this is a pretty pigmented shade, so I don't think it'll take me a long time to build up my corner. I am going to bring it into the crease just a little bit. I really like the way it looks. Just diffuse it right here on the outer corner. Perfect, that's what we look like. Next up, we're going to dip into Collective right here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to connect it to the outer portion and move kind of towards the middle of my eyelid with this shade right here called Collective. Okay. for that, I'm going to use a Morphe M. Wow, I can't read that. I think it's an M224. And I don't, oh, I do see my glasses. Yay for glasses. Reading glasses. No, M124. Okay. So I will be dipping into that, and this is a very chunky shade, so I will definitely be spraying it. This is one that I might even in the future use a glitter glue with. I don't know, it's very chunky, but it's beautiful. So I want to use it. Okay, so I'm just starting right here, right where I kind of left off with the outer corner. And I'm going up into the crease a little bit so that you'll be able to see the shimmer with my eyes open. And like I said, I'm just taking this to about the middle of my eyelid. Okay, so I'm going to just use the same brush, clean this off in my Vera Mona color switch right here. And I'm going to dip into Organza right here. That pretty purple right there. Light purple. And again, I'll be spraying it because it's kind of crumbly. And then I'm going to take this from my inner corner to meet up with that shade Collective. Alright, looking good. Okay, next up, I am going to do my lower lash line. I'm going to use the shade Collective because I just really like that shade. It's really pretty. Looking for, I'm using a BH Cosmetics number 10 brush. This is from their Crystal Quartz collection. So I'm going to dip into Collective, and as a reminder, it's that purple right there. So I'm going to dip into that and spray it, of course, and take it all the way on my bottom lash line. Okay, so that's what that looks like right there. Let me get the cream gel liner or cream gel pencil in the shade Crochet. And here's a reminder, this is what it looks like. Right here it's kind of a pinky purplish shade. And I'm going to put that in my waterline. Okay, so there we go. There's that. Hopefully y'all can see that. Maybe not. It might just be blending in because of the shadow down below. Next up, I'm going to clean off my number 10 brush that I was using for my lower lash line. And I'm going to dip into Macaroon right here. And that's what I'm going to put in my inner corner. And this is a matte, so I will be tapping it off. But I just thought this was really pretty, a really pretty lavender, and I thought it would just kind of set the look off perfectly. There we go. Hopefully y'all can see that. I'm looking in the monitor, and it looks like you can. So it's just enough lavender to kind of make the look just a little bit more purple. So I like it a lot. Alright, so now I need to just do my lashes, and I'm not quite there where I do my lashes online, so I'm going to pop off camera and do my lashes and pick out a lip, and I'll be right back with y'all. Alright, I am back. I have my lashes and my lips done for my lashes. First, I put on the L'Oreal Age Perfect Lash Magnifying Mascara in black. That just helps it gives me definition down here, and it helps the natural lashes blend with my falsies better. For my falsies, I used House of Lashes in the style Iconic. Iconic is on the back. Is it on the front? Yeah, it's on the front too. And then to adhere those, I use the Kiss Lash Liner pen. It's like a felt tip pen. It works wonderfully and adheres lashes very easily. For my lips, I used the ColourPop Lumiere lip pencil. This one is a bit old, so please excuse the way it looks. I already have a backup because I use this so much. Love this pencil. And then for my lipstick, I use the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in Laguna Beach. And don't worry, all this will be listed down below as well. I also sprayed my face with the ABH Dewy Setting Spray. So yeah, I think that covers everything. So I hope you enjoyed watching the first video of my ColourPop Marathon. And if you're asking what is a ColourPop Marathon, well, basically I have a whole bunch of ColourPop palettes that I haven't been able to get to. So I'm going to be doing my best to be filming every day with a ColourPop palette or two. I might have to combine some, like do one eye with one and one eye with the other to get through all of them because I have a lot of them. I think I counted to where I could do almost a full month's worth of basically of ColourPop looks, because that includes the little quads and everything too. So I have quite a few palettes to get through. But don't worry, there will be other content in between. So if you're not into ColourPop, then I completely understand. There will definitely be other content. But if you are into ColourPop, this is the place to be. So I would love it if you would consider subscribing and ringing that notification bell so that you don't miss any content. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. It would help me even more if you share the video, especially since I'm doing this marathon. It's something that I kind of came up with on my own to be able to work through all these beautiful ColourPop palettes that I have that I haven't even been able to touch yet. So yeah, I would love that. And I guess with all that being said, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are having a great day or evening wherever you are in this world. I hope that you are staying safe. I hope that you're staying healthy, and I look forward to talking to you again real soon. Bye!